We continue now at the top of Daf Tzadi Vav Amud Aleph Maseches Zvachim. This is Zvachim Daf 96a. And the previous Amud, the Gemara was discussing the halacha that's brought in the pasuk Kli Cheres. Let's say you have earthenware vessels, and inside the earthenware vessels there's cooked kodshim like carbon chatos. So it says in the pasuk Yishaver that the Kli Cheres should be broken. But the Gemara in the previous Amud said that it doesn't always have to be broken in theory. Let's say you can apply direct fire and kasher in that fashion, essentially through libun, then that would be possible by Kli Cheres. And so the Gemara therefore asks, Ela Kederos Shel Mikdash. So when it comes to the Kederos, the pots in the Beis HaMikdash, which are earthenware, Amay Yishbur, why is it that we break them? Nehadrinu L'chifshonos, why not just return them to the kiln? Why not just return them to those furnaces where they were made? That certainly would be enough heat in order to take care of the problem and not have to break them. Rashi explains, Ela Kederos Shel Mikdash, Amay Yishburu, when it comes to the Kederos of the Mikdash, why are they broken? Hoel Ve'islu Takanta Belibun, since there is a solution through Libun, through using fire. Ho Kimna the time of Mishum Baluahu, because again we said that the real reason is that there's absorption here. Veloa Bishal Kapit Kra, it's not simply that since it was cooked, it's like a Gzeres HaKosav, the name of Gzeres HaKosavi, that we should say it's a Gzeres HaKosav, and therefore it has to be broken. Unihid Mishkan Ksiv Yishaver, and Rashi says, granted that when it happens in the Mishkan, so the pasuk says Yishaver should be broken. Lefishalo hayu kavuin lios lem kivshonos letzaref Kli Cheres, because there you didn't have those kivshonos fixed to create Kli Cheres. Avol b'mikdash, but in the Beis HaMikdash, nahadrinu lekivshonos shayotzer tzarfon behem v'yislabnu, just return them to the kilns in which they were made, and in that way you're going to have libun, you'll be able to burn them out, so to speak, and be able to kasher them, so to speak, again in that fashion. So why not just do that? And the Gemara continues and answers, Amar Rabbi Zeir says, L'fisha enosin kivshonos b'Yerushalayim, because we do not make kivshonos, we don't make those kilns in Yerushalayim. Rashi says, enosim kivshonos b'Yerushalayim mishum kutra, the reason we don't do it in Yerushalayim is because of the smoke that they produce, kedam rinon be'baba kama, like we say in Baba Kama. And the Gemara continues, Amar Abaya says, according to that, v'chi osin ashpesos ba'azara, do we make garbage heaps to dispose of things in the Azara, in the courtyard of the Beis HaMikdash, because if you're breaking them, you're going to have to dispose of them in the Azara. Rashi says, Ashpasos, Mishabre, Kli Cheres, again, when they're Mishivre Kli Cheres, from the broken parts of the Kli Cheres, you're now going to make a garbage heap in the Azara. Would we do that? And the Gemara continues and says, Ishta mitzeh hadatani Shemaya beKalnobo. He forgot, Abaya forgot that which Shemaya taught in Kalnobo. Some have the gears of Rav Shemaya taught in Kalnobo, that Shivrei Kli Cheres nivloin b'mekom. When they're broken Kli Cheres, they would become absorbed in their place in the earth, and therefore they did not create a garbage heap, and that was not a problem. And the Gemara continues, Elahad Amar of Nachman Amar Rabba bar Avua. But what about that which Rav Nachman said that Rabba bar Avua said, Tanur shel mikdash shel mateches have? It says that the oven of the Beis HaMikdash was made of metal. So we can ask a similar question. Navid decheres, why not make it out of earthenware? Deheseko mi bifnimhu, there the fire is on the inside, that should be a strong enough fire to kasher it. Why is it made out of metal? And the Gemara continues and answers, the kevan de'ika shtei halechem v'lechem haponim, since we have the shtei halechem and the lechem haponim, da'afiyosan betaner, they're baked in the oven, uktushasan betaner, and they're sanctified in the oven. We'll see Rashi in a moment. Havele klishares, therefore, such a tanur is actually going to be considered a klishares. Uklishares decheres lo avdin, we don't make klishares out of cheres, out of earthenware. Rashi explains, Uktushasan betaner, they're sanctified in the oven. Why are they sanctified in the oven? The shtei halechem and the lechem haponim. She'ein nasan b'klishares, they're not made in klishares. Lefi she'ein tun in shemen, because they don't require oil. Kedamrinun b'perek shtei halechem, that we say in Menachos in perek shtei halechem. And therefore, lishasan v'arichasan b'chutz, they are kneaded and prepared outside the mikdash, v'afiyasan b'fnim, and then they're baked in the Beis HaMikdash. The tanur mekadesh lu, it's the tanur, it's the oven that sanctifies, and that's why the tanur is considered to be a klishares. And we will continue with this discussion in the next video on Daf Tzadi Vav Amud Beis.